What are PDO threads and how do they work? So PDO threads or Ultherapy, that's a very nice question. So Ultherapy is a skin tightening treatment. It is skin tightening and lifting treatment. Ultherapy is a non-surgical facelift. It is like an invisible sewing machine that you are supposed to do every year, and sometimes when you're much older, certain parts of your face may need it even twice or thrice a year. However, Ultherapy is something that you need, like even if you go and get a facelift and you want to preserve the results of that facelift for the next 10, 15, 20 years, people start doing this routine skin tightening treatments, because the thing is that your skin grows all your life. So when you're young, it's taut, it's nice, it's firm, but as you get older, your skin keeps growing like this much every year. It's like almost very little, but over the years, it's like, you start noticing, oh my God, I have a jowl here, I have a jowl here, I have a jowl here. And that jowling cannot be treated with either Botox or fillers, because then you will just have like a pillow filler face. I see a lot of people who just treat every problem with Botox and fillers, and that's not the way to go. There are other treatments, that other modalities, because sometimes to keep your skin firm, you have to use some skin tightening. Now, should you do Ultherapy or PDO threads? Now, PDO threads is also a lifting treatment. The PDO threads are basically surgical sutures that are placed in a way where it just gives you a little bit of lift without bulking your face, because it's not a filler. It is like a support beam. So if your skin was like a fabric, we basically pull it and put a thread in, just like a tailor would, and to give you like a little pull and tightness. And there are different sizes of threads that are used. There are different models of threads. There are different companies that make these threads, and they last in your body for like 1.5 to 2 years roughly. However, threads are super important also, because remember, the dish of anti-aging for your face or for your different faces is prepared by different ingredients. So as just like Ultherapy is a modality to tighten and lift skin, PDO threads is also another modality. However, I like to use both of them for people, and sometimes there are certain areas that I will tighten the whole skin and then I will lift it with some threads. Again, Ultherapy is like 401k for your skin, because remember, once you retire and you have like some retirement money saved and stuff, you want to be able to still use it, right? And you want to feel good while you're using it. So a lot of people I know end up retiring and then taking out their retirement money and going and getting a facelift. So this is also one of the ways that you just keep your skin intact, so you don't need a facelift at any point. And we are moving away from surgical cuttings. Most people don't want to get their faces cut. I would say just like a couple of generations earlier, ladies would go every 7 to 10 years to their plastic surgeon and get their skin cut and pulled. And now after repeat cutting, because every 6-7 years you would need it again because the skin would again hang. And after doing it a few times, even if you're wealthy, first of all, you have to be wealthy to do it a place which doesn't turn you into like a weird looking person. However, when you do it too many times, by the time you're in your 70s or 80s, you look like a very tightly pulled person who's like trying too hard. They look very fake and phony sometimes, because they can't move any part of their face and it looks really bad. So, and sometimes they end up not looking like themselves also. So one way to avoid that is to try non-surgical and preventative treatments earlier on, because whenever you start your anti-aging, that's where you kind of halt time for your skin. I recommend highly to people that when they find an anti-aging person, make sure that it's a doctor who has given decades of life learning about human body and treating human diseases, because the best health and wellness person is that person who knows human body very well and human diseases very well. How often should you get PDO? So PDO threads should be done whenever you need them. whenever Ultherapy alone cannot fix or pull it up. Usually in your 60s or 70s, that's when you need Ultherapy and PDO threads to be layered. Once a year, once or twice a year, depending on the size of thread.